Okay. So, I need to explain why the screen is a square resolution instead of a widescreen resolution. Immediately as I go in. First off, this is not my laptop display, but it is still my primary display. Nvidia control panel, meaning that, give it a second for the control panel to come up. Yep, all the extra settings instead of the 3D setting, just being the 3D settings, means that it's running purely off the GPU instead of the CPU. Also, I'd recommend that you set it to aspect ratio GPU on any Nvidia card. This is important as if you're doing this on a display in which does not support it, it will get annoying. Win tab. Anyway, since we only have this small percentage of time left, and this small percentage of time may take a while, I'm going to empty my recycle bin, but I'm going to play a little bit of a game while I wait. Of course, all emulated. Let's go to downloads, few secs. I have it mapped to a 360 controller, so we can play NES games while we wait. Actually, it might not take that long. Last time I was trying to race it with a portal save, and that did not go well. So let's just play some Tetris. Okay. Recovery image could not be found. Okay. That's fine. We won't need the recovery environment anyway. Anyway. Good. Now that that's done, we can click finish. I'm going to. Well, you didn't mention anything to me throughout the entirety of the day.
Bullshit! I've mentioned it 3 times. You're just not listening to me.
God damn it. So now I should be able to unplug the flash drive in which I just flashed. Plug it in and give it power. Give my Pi power. Where is its keyboard and mouse? Oh. Found its keyboard, now we need to find its mouse. Keyboard. Oh, the Pi's not even plugged in. Whips. Mouse. Unless, yeah, this is the mouse, isn't it? Yeah, give me a second while I figure all this out. Unplug my 3S charger, plug my Pi4 in. Come on. There we go. Hold on. Need to do a few things. Namely, properties, not mirror box capture. I want mirror box capture. There we go. Done. Alright, display capture off. There we go. This is the thing. Device manager, Pi config, display config, enable. At least for initial setup. Advanced config, disable. You guys know the drill by now. Continue, enter. And then just leave it to boot. While that's booting, I'm going to mute myself and go do something important. I will be back, hopefully with the setup. Let me just To be clear, this is not me coming back permanently. This is me coming back temporary to finish up with Windows. Alright. The Pi is currently running at 1800 megahertz, which should translate out to 1.8 gigahertz. Skip. I have to get through OBE real quick, and then I'll have to go again. Because right now I'm dealing with dogs. I don't have internet. Windows 11 is very persistent on you having internet. If I weren't using the professional version, I could not actually, install this. Speaking of which, I am using Windows 10's latest Insider. No password. This is just for testing purposes. If you're going to use it as your daily driver, you would put a password. Alright? Your data has to be, useful to you. I'm going to disable literally everything. Just like I would do in Windows 10. Anyway, now I have to leave again. I will be right back. Alright, I am back temporarily again because I'm not done dealing with the dogs. Anyway. Okay. I am right-clicking. There is no right-click context menu yet. Oh, wait, there is. It's just, for some reason, I can't remove chat from the taskbar manually. That's frustrating. Unpin from start, unpin from start. I'm just unpinning all the uninstalled software. As for some reason, the start menu is retarded in Windows 11. Another thing is, Microsoft Edge was pre-installed even after I tried to remove it from Windows 11. So, yeah, that's stupid. Anyway, I don't like the redesigned start menu. Recommended is a little bit lower, but it still doesn't excuse this. Recommended should not exist unless you enable it. There are a few things in which I'm going to do with this version, though. First things first, let's go into Taskbar Settings. This should be activated since I used it before. Yes, it is. So I'm going to disable, disable, disable. And having the taskbar centered is a crime against nature. So we're going to have it aligned to the left side of the screen. And we're going to have automatically hiding the taskbar so we don't have to see it all the time. And, untick. Fine. Automatically hide the taskbar. Yes. Okay. Good. Settings is buggy. As you can see from the left side of the screen, it's completely and totally bugged out. Yeah. The only way in which I see it fix this... oh, this is new. Turn off all notifications for security and maintenance because it is literally stupid that it even exists. This is a single window and I don't appreciate it at all. You switch to Pi4 HDMI out audio, turn Bluetooth off. Hold on. I have to reopen settings. There we go, now it's not buggy. Okay. Activation. Activation is still here. Activation state can't connect. Oh boy. But yeah, this is running the latest Windows Insider preview. Bluetooth is off, then why is it... What? Okay, look. Microsoft. If Bluetooth is off, this should be gray. Not blue. Gray. I think that the design team is retarded. Here. Like, okay, look. The start... I got used to the other settings menu. And now this settings menu seems alien to me. I know, in due time, I'll be able to comprehend all 3 Windows setting styles. 3 to 4 Windows setting styles, but I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to just have one settings menu, which is control panel, and that's it. Everything just conveniently listed out in front of me to where I can select something and be done with it. Not have to go through a bunch of different menus. I don't like that. I don't think that anyone that ever used Windows liked that. Anyway, I'm going to put this in the top right hand corner because I'm classy. All apps is interesting. Can I please I can't uninstall Get Started. I can't get rid of Edge either. Oh yeah, they did get rid of all the folders except the accessibility folder in the start menu. I suppose they're trying to get rid of things like Windows tools, that makes sense, settings, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't like Microsoft doing what they're doing right now. Now, personally, I wish that there was a compact mode for the start menu. But there doesn't seem to be an obvious compact mode option. Like, this is on a Pi. Apps. Install apps, default apps, offline apps. Optional features. Startup is an option now? OneDrive setup. Why is this even here? I removed the installation executable. This should not even be here. This should not even be here. Period. OneDrive should not even be mentioned. As if I go and open a file explorer, Windows C, oh, speaking of which, I should probably go into properties and show you guys how much this operating system takes up. 8.97 gigs. Windows 10 took 7.53 gigs, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, there's an extra gig of bloat that was added to Windows 11. As for me personally, I honestly don't care for this. Accounts, school, accessibility, privacy. Why are there all these options? App permissions should be a category instead of a list. Also, why do apps have the option for location, camera? Like camera, microphone, maybe. Like if it's a social media app, then maybe. Voice activation should never be a thing. Location shouldn't be a thing. It's a laptop. It's a desktop. It does not need location. It does not need vocal activation. Account info is a maybe. Notifications, yeah, it makes sense. Contacts, hell no. Calendar, unless it's a calendar-specific app, hell no. Phone calls, since why would Windows ever need to make a phone call? Call history. Like I said, why? Email. Shouldn't have to worry about it. That's what a web browser is for. Tasks. What tasks? Like task manager? That's confusing. It shouldn't be there if it's confusing. Messaging. Why can you message from Windows? No. Why is radios an option? Other devices. Windows should be self-sufficient. It should not rely on other devices. App diagnostics. Why? iMac file downloads should never occur. If you're using an operating system, Automatic file download should never occur. That's why Linux exists. That's why it's popular. I know Windows is popular because it's, you know, what everyone uses. It's standard, but it shouldn't be. A distro of Linux should be standard. Downloads folder, documents that make sense, music, pictures, videos. These should all be under one category called files. Screenshot borders and screenshots and apps. Both of those should just be under screenshot. If you're gonna add more features to Windows Standard, think again. Okay, so I can't check for updates because I'm offline. But I'm about to get us online. Nightlight, priority only, alarms only, priority only, that's fine. I should probably modify this. Turn off airplane mode, turn off nightlight. Add everybody's cast. Nope. Okay, that's all I need. Well, that's fun. And the custom wallpaper in which I have applied works. So yeah, I found this custom wallpaper and I thought it looked nice. So I'm going to keep that for literally every single Windows thing which I do. This right-click context menu annoys the ever-living shit out of me. Line icons, grid, arrange icons. Why is show desktop icons a toggle? And yes, I want small icons because I'm going to resolutions well below 720p. Sort by nothing. Like, it's fine. The show more options thing, this is what I expect from Windows. Alright? This is exactly what I expect when I hear Microsoft Windows. Display settings allows me to go right to where I need to be. Why is HDR even here? It says not supported because no visual driver is installed. Nightlight, scale. Yep, 720p right now. We will be changing that in a little bit. Graphics. Hour. Work it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Okay. Microsoft Basic Display Adapter. This is what the Windows and Raspberry community is trying to fix. So let me just search for device manager real quick. Yeah, see, this is why I don't like this. It's like, you know, it's set to dark mode. Windows has an incomplete dark mode. It seems like a half-assed feature that was just slapped into the operating system. Anyway, one of these devices is the display adapter. Yep. Properties. Location is unknown. Driver. Wait. The driver was provided by Microsoft? Why? Why though? That makes no sense. Okay, monitors, network adapters. As you can see, there are no display drivers. Yeah, they're working on that. Keywords. Bluetooth is an option. So like, they got Bluetooth working. They got both HDMI I/O and auxiliary audio working. It's a quad core. SD drivers work. Storage controllers. I imagine that a lot of these drivers had to be. This is here, but if I do anything with Hyper-V, it will break the system. Okay. So now I'm going to shut down my Pi, and then I'm going to switch screens so that you guys can see my actual computer screen while I add some files and get an Ethernet cable for the Pi. Alright, so I'm going to enable. There. This is my display. And I'm going to plug this in. There we go. I do not want to format this disk. Alright. Oh, and speaking of, since I'm on my desktop right now. Oh! What the hell? By the way, thank you guys so much for 200 subs. It's an amazing achievement for me. Like, I know not a lot of people would find it as an achievement because it is, you know, rather small achievement. But I've decided, since like the first video of this got, hold on, if I go to analytics, the first video of this got like 58 views, or is it like yeah, 58 views right now. As of right now, I have 58 views. So yeah, that's cool. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked entirely. No few secs. I'm trying to remember what all I was doing. I think I put it under our Pi stuffs. Windows on Pi Restore. Drivers are essentials. All of these are essentials. Alright? I can't live without VLC or Firefox. I need both of them. I can substitute Firefox for what is that web browser? MyPal. I can substitute Firefox for MyPal. But beyond that, I need it. As for VLC, I can get it to work on anything. So, with MyPal, I can do a little bit of tinkering and get it working on things too. Whenever it comes down to games, just Minecraft installer, Minecraft ARM64 versions, which contains an Optifine version. Now, mind you, this Optifine version is not the latest Optifine version by a little bit. I need to do a little bit of tinkering. but it will work. And this bad config file is for Portal and Source games, like somewhat legacy Source games. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to Windows M, and I'm going to go into, it's under Users, our Pi4, make sure that I have permanent access to this, go into the desktop, and paste this entire folder. This will allow me to have all of these files without doing a single thing. Oh, and I don't know if I explained it well earlier, but I decided that using my using my original widescreen display with dead pixels on it was a bad idea, since I wasn't able to see the entirety of the screen. So I'm using a official Dell dock with my Dell laptop, in which I've been using for years, mind you, to allow me to have no dead pixels with the side effect of having a square display. So, yeah. Actually, the old display had a... Hold on, let me bring up calculator real quick. Alright, so 1366 times 768. That's the raw number of pixels that my laptop display has. Quite a lot of those pixels were murdered, mind you. Text document. Paste. So now we know how many pixels my laptop display has. So, whenever I go into display settings, here, this is an aspect ratio, this is the screen resolution of the other display, CE, which is 1280 times 1024, enter. Alright? You see this number? Which one's larger? Bottom one. You guys are getting more pixels this way. So 1366 horizontal is a little bit wider than the screen, but the vertical pixels definitely makes up for it. Which is why the square screen outnumbers the wide screen. And of course, if we want to get technical, I have a 1080p display. But using that 1080p display does not allow the Pi to go up to 1080p. Speaking of, we need to... Good. The file's transferred. We also need to access this partition. Or the partition on the E drive. The only way for us to do that, at least easily, would be to download a specific tool. I can delete this now. It was for a one-off thing. Actually, no. No, not there. I need to go on the Windows on Raspberry website Don't... You guys really shouldn't be viewing in there. Close. Minimize. General, yada yada yada. Other. Not other. This should be under downloads. Yes, downloads. And I need the latest Windows on Raspberry control panel. What this will allow me to do is mount the drive as a removable drive, in which will then be unmounted the instant that we're done with it. However, I want to put this in Documents. Now I want to create a shortcut. Send to desktop, create shortcut. Minimize. Minimize. Rename. Panel. There we go. Now that that's been changed, go to Properties, and changes from M to C. M to C. Apply. Oh. It doesn't like me doing that because it doesn't see as correct. That's fine. I can just copy this to my actual Documents folder and trick it to actually placing it. Paste. Oh wait, cancel. Cancel. Nope, that won't work. Delete. Whatever. I'll just place it on my desk, my Pi's desktop, and I can change that later. I can actually delete this now. Also, in case you guys were curious about this file, I made it a little bit ago using Audacity. Don't ask me why I did it, and promise not to laugh when I play it for you guys. I can be brown, I can be blue, I can be violet sky, I can be purple, I can be purple, I can be anything you'd like. I can be brown, I can be blue, I can be violet sky, I can be purple, I can be purple, I can be anything you'd like. I need a little bit of work. It's not good at all. Wait, did you guys even hear that? Oh well, you guys can probably amplify it later, so that you guys can actually hear it in all of its magnificently horrible glory. When did I get this? SpongeBob movie, DLC, combo pack. What's default RDP? Why do I have all these files? What's capture.png? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. That was something which happened to me not too long ago. Oh, that's okay. I can now delete this as I have a better version as a zip file. I just need to remind myself that it's in this folder. And no, we're not going to bring it over to the Pi because, frankly, you wouldn't be seeing it with the modifications in which we need to do to get Portal running okay on the Pi. What? Okay. Let me just transition to booting to the Pi real quick. Alright. So, I'm done stalling. I'm just going to eject this. Good. Remove it. Insert it into the Pi. Since Windows has USB boot, it will boot off the flash disk. Let me just disable this and turn the Pi on. Alright, I have to mute myself again because I have to go do something. I will be right back. But before I do, let's just make sure it goes into the correct screen resolution. Device man, Pi config, display config, escape, Y, escape, reset. Now I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I am back, and Windows has successfully booted again. As you guys can see, the start menu is a little bit buggy with the right side being cropped out. And this shortcut doesn't exactly work. We can fix this. Since we're on the Pi now, we can go to Properties and change this from M to C on both. And then press Tab, Enter. There we go. And now it works. Untick. Give it a minute. As it launched the Windows on Raspberry control panel. Oh, and speaking of which, the Pi is not truly running at 640 by 480. Spoiler alert. Alright? The Raspberry Pi is actually running at 720p still. I have to go down to Settings. You see that control panel thing that just came up? It just mounted the boot partition. But here are a few things in which I need to install. For VLC, simple. Move it to Documents, put a shortcut on the desktop, and call it good. Yo, it pisses me off when Windows doesn't include simple features. Send to desktop create shortcut should be an immediate thing. Also, view, show, name extensions should always be enabled. Doesn't matter the thing. Doesn't matter what you're using, extensions should be there. Also, hidden items should be there. Alright? Now that that's copied over, feel free to rename this to VLC. You can put this under here. Put VLC right here. Actually, I'd prefer if Firefox were above it. So let's install Firefox real quick. Run. Let it install Firefox. And we need to open a PowerShell window that leads here. Either that or something equivalent. I'm a little bit scatterbrained, so if this doesn't seem coherent to you, well, congrats, we're in the same boat. I'm not going to install Minecraft just yet because it will not work, as I need the file, this, to be installed first. Speaking of which, if I go under this PC, boot. This is the partition which I wanted to be in. Go into config. Oh, would you look at that? There's my overclock. Either way, I should probably hash out this and remove the hashes on both of these. What this will do is lower the screen stuffs to be low enough for the Pi to actually compete with an x86 based computer. Not graphically, of course, but performance-wise. Anyway, I can now close this, and ta-da! Anyway, let me just do something on the... no, don't want to open OBS. But I want to go... go here, trusted thing, yada yada. I have to use, okay. So, add alright. Next. Standard. Install. Alright. So I should open the folder again. And then this time it should actually no. Wait. I find it funny that snapping still exists, even though I'm at 640 by 480. There's essentials. Copy. There we go. Slash. Rename. Control AC. Close brackets. Enter. There we go. And now it should be installing this very small package, which just enables compatibility with OpenCL and GL. And the reason we need this for Minecraft in particular is because Minecraft cannot run without OpenCL or OpenGL. So we need to have both of those installed. I'm also installing OpenJDK so that we can have some native Minecraft instead of emulating it. There we go. It should be installed now. I have to wait for Java to install. Firefox is now installed, so I can click finish. Actually, since I've actually made the modifications, I can now close Windows on Raspberry. I will wait for us to finish installing, and I will need to do something to keep this operational. So the HDMI thing as it is, let me just enable display real quick. The HDMI as it is doesn't exactly, well, resemble a 4:3 aspect ratio display. As you can tell, my screen is a tiny bit slimmer than a 4:3 display, but still. In order to counteract this, I need to go into filters and edit filters. I need to add a filter, and this filter needs to be a scaling or aspect ratio filter, and click add. The resolution has to be a 4:3 aspect ratio, but I'm not going to enable that right now. And I'm going to click close. What this will do is it will make sure that once we actually have the Pi running at a true 640 by 480 state, nothing looks stretched and nothing looks distorted. Anyway, if I go back to the Pi, you'll see that it's still installing, and this is a native executable. Both Firefox and VLC are native as well. So if an update comes out for either of these, it will be for native ARM64. Speaking of, the one thing which I can't stand is that they removed Taskbar. They removed the Taskbar availability for, you know, viewing Task Manager, which is a fairly critical thing if you're actually going to use it. So Control-Alt-Delete, Task Manager, and then I'm going to pin this to the taskbar. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put it right after Windows Explorer. And then I'm going to go here, Options, set default tab to Performance, and I want to untick Minimize on Use. Alright, go to Performance, and you can see that this Pi is actually using very little RAM and very little CPU cycles. The only reason it's using these, and if I change the graph to logical processors, the only reason it's using as much as it is currently is because I'm installing something. Same for the RAM. If I weren't installing something, it wouldn't be up as high as it is. Installing / using software. See, 2 gigs. I guess yep, okay, finish. And now this should go down as it gets less and less in use. But since, this is done now, the CPU will quiet down and calm down. It is nice and calm now. And the RAM will be nice and calm as well. It's still 2.6 gigs available. That is cool. Anyway, as you can see, I'm using a SanDisk USB 3 flash disk. Anyway, now that that's done, I should probably copy this over. Cut. Actually, I should probably cut both of these and put them into documents. The PFP is going to be set as, you guessed it, the profile picture. Yep. Browse files. Documents. PFP. Do not ask how I got that image. It took a little bit of persuasion of Amir's to get that image. I personally think that he's a tiny bit of a pushover, but that's just my personal opinion. Not that it matters. I should probably copy these over to documents, and then I can delete this folder off the desktop and empty the recycle bin. Anyway, we're not done yet, as we still have to restart the Pi. And as I'm restarting, I'm going to go to HDMI, gear, no, not gear. I'm going to right-click, go filters, edit filters, and then I'm going to enable the filter and click close. Right-click, transform, fit to screen, there we go. Now you guys can actively see what's going on without it being stretched. Yes, this screen was stretched before. I'm still going to, also on my display, I have an option to disable stretching as well. So I'm going to do that real quick. Image control, custom scaling, fill to aspect ratio, save and return, exit. Now with the settings in which I've set, it's actually natively running at 640 by 480, which means that we're going to get a hell of a better set of performance numbers. Also, a lot of things break at 640 by 480. such as the centered taskbar, it kind of breaks. I'll show you guys that. The center taskbar was not designed with this aspect ratio in mind. But yeah, see? If I open Task Manager real quick, you can see at CPU will go down to 1% and stay at 1% for a little while, but the memory is actually using less than a gig, which is awesome. If you ever find yourself in a scenario where you're almost out of RAM, just reboot the computer. Alright? You don't have to make a fuss about it, just reboot the computer. Also, these two numbers do not match. I don't know why this is. It's just, they don't. So, yeah, get ready for that. If ever you seldom use this. However, I've seen modern Linux distros use less. If I'm being completely honest, I've seen modern Linux distros use less. Anyway, there we go. Now it's time to try to go through the hell of routing an Ethernet cable so that I can get internet on my Pi, since there are a few things in which I want to do on my Pi. But first, I should probably install the Minecraft launcher. Install the launcher first. The launcher is a 32-bit program, by the way. The simple fact that I can even launch Minecraft in an ARM64 state is amazing to me. And the reason we're using this launcher, not the store launcher, is because the store launcher sucks ass. It sucks ass, and it's not even compatible with ARM64 natively. At least this is compatible with all versions of Windows. Windows 7 and up. And, not to mention, it should also be able to run games at a higher frame rate because it's not going through the Windows Universal Platform, which has caused problems before. And it still will, or still should continue to cause them, because you're going through Microsoft. You're not just running it straight up. Anyway, I'm going to let this do its thing, and I'm going to get an Ethernet cable. Oh, that's warm. That is warm. Okay. I suppose it makes sense. It is a lava lamp, in which I'm dealing with over here. Warm. Okay. I get it. I don't want to burn my fingers. So, shirt in between. Ooh, not a good idea. Not a good idea. It was a bad idea of mine to put the lava lamp on top of a box which contains all of my Ethernet cables. Hi, cat. What? What? Knife. What, cat? What? Do you not like how I'm holding you? Do you not like how I'm holding you? By the way, we are, 2/5 the way there to, me getting a camera. So, if you guys aren't subscribed for some reason and you're watching this, please subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more I feel like I should do this kind of stuff. Like, I know it's rinse and repeat, but this is the latest insider version. A lot of this testing is rinse and repeat anyhow. So, fuck. Damn. Okay. Note to self, turn the lava lamp off, wait for it to cool down, and then try again. By the way, it's supposed to be winter. It's supposed to be the season of Christmas, so... I feel like I should probably find, like, a Christmassy thing to put on the outskirts of my video, since I'm not going to be able to, you know, have a full screen. Ah. Do not touch while operating. Well, no shit, Sherlock. It's a lava lamp. How am I going to get this off of the box? Oh, okay. Minecraft launcher has been installed. So I can start the Minecraft launcher, but... yeah, that's the problem which I face. If you guys know the solution to this problem, please tell me, as I really would like to play Minecraft on my Pi again. The only way in which I know how to fix this issue... The only way in which I know how to fix this issue is, I mean, unless the launcher downloads all of its files from the internet, first time in which it runs, I need to copy the files from a working install on another device, which is not at all great. Not at all convenient. I have to wait for the lava lamp to cool down in order to connect it to the internet, though. Didn't I have some games on another flash disk? Yeah, I did. Let me... This flash drive container always gets messy. There we go. Now it's well organized again. I think... Hold on. Let me connect this to my laptop. To verify its contents real quick. Before I put it there. New volume, documents. Yep, this is the one which I was looking for. Yep. I'm glad I organized things. I have to eject the drive now. Eject. Good. Now I can eject it. Put the lid back on. And set this where a cat won't be likely to get a hold of it and knock the contents inside around. The cat wants to be in my lap, which, while cute in nature, is awfully destructive of my work and whatnot. Yada yada yada. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Why are you biting me? Stop that. Do not bite me, cat. I am your sole, I'm the one person that takes care of you. Don't bite me. Well, shit. Contains the logic and data required to install the Minecraft launcher. Nah, bullshit. Bullshit. Okay. If it isn't obvious right now, that was bullshit. While I figure out a way to get the lava lamp working, why don't we play a little bit of like, why don't we play a little bit of pinball? Because before you ask, yes, it works. I don't know how you guys are hearing it, but I personally cannot hear it right now. So let me just fix that. Control panel, sound, recording, mirror box, properties, listen to this device, dock sound, apply, okay. And I should probably press F4, options, music. That's very... There we go. Don't want the music to get repetitive. Anyway, it works fully on the Pi. Which is something which you should expect, you know. This game did run on DOS. I don't call myself a god at pinball, but... eh. Hopefully I don't get copy claim for this. I mean... I shouldn't, it's ancient music, but still. You never know. Cat, what are you doing? Anyway, the cat doesn't like the idea that I'm not paying attention to it. Anyway, pinball works fine. I also have Minometer and Model Bench, as these were softwares in which I was going to originally run on my desktop. Minometer should work-ish. I imagine I would need to increase the actual resolution in which it renders at in the background, but the physical render resolution I'm not changing. Wait for it to load. Why do I keep doing that? That thing. Why do I keep doing that? Nervous habit, I guess. Anyway, just trust me when I say Minometer works. It just takes forever and 1 day to render something out. Which is why I have an old Vista PC in which I've been trying to get it to run Linux for quite a while. It does not like the idea of running Linux, especially with the Nvidia NVS 550 Ti. Not NVS, Nvidia GeForce 550 Ti. That's currently in it. I've been trying to find a Linux driver for that Nvidia and GTX 550 Ti. The most supported driver is the 270 driver. Cat, stop trying to bite me. The most supported driver was the 270 driver. Unfortunately, the 270 driver requires Xserver to be closed. And if you've ever tried to skip that check, it'll try to install normally, and then you'll have a broken install. Yeah. The .run things don't... I've tried for too long to get that thing to run Linux. Like, I don't like Arch. Please don't make me use Arch. Do you guys reckon that the lava lamp is cool enough now? Probably. You know what? I'm going to put the cat by the cat's food, and I'm going to go try moving the lava lamp again. Still a little warm. The base is cooled off significantly, which is exactly what I needed. I needed for the base to be cool enough for me to move it. The base is not hard metal, it's more like a metal hybrid with a little bit of cardboard at the bottom. So, something like that? I don't know. Either way, I got it down, which, hooray. But now I need to get the Ethernet cable and run it, which is going to be the hard part. I grabbed the Ethernet cable off the top, as I don't care. Like, I'm just going to be running this like the shortest distance ever, which is just for my networking router. You guys can't see this, but, you know, it would be something which I would really have liked you guys to see, as it would, you know, a hell of a lot better than what you guys are currently seeing, which is a whole lot of nothing, except my Windows on my Pi's desktop, which is, you know, it's great in its own way. But, you know, you came to see me operate that thing, and I need to plug it into the internet in order to operate it further. I also may need to, you know, uninstall the Minecraft launcher and reinstall it, just for testing purposes. Make sure that by me launching it for the first time offline, I didn't fuck something up. Which is highly possible. I have fucked many things up in my time. So, yeah. Please plug in. I can't exactly see, like, the backside of the router. So I have to move the speakers in which were on top of the router, both of which need a substantial power supply, which I don't have and or